Good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. Good day. There's the camera. Hi. All right, so we're gonna do the second in this series. I like these stories. What we're doing is uplifting news. Raise your glasses. And I'm not talking about these glasses right here. No, I'm saying whatever you're drinking, whether it's apple juice, tap water, or a nice adult beverage that I'm gonna hide the logo for now. Whatever you're drinking, get it ready. And if you don't have a drink, yip you the derp, welcome. Get a drink ready. Because what we're going to do is we're going to explore stories that I found online that showcase the best of humanity. We're going to have a lot of fun going through uplifting news stories. So without further ado. All right, the first one is posted. These are all posted on Reddit. If you have your own uplifting news stories, you're welcome to post them in the Discord link that I put in the description of the video. I believe I have it in there. Yeah, I do. Sure. But check it out. If you have some uplifting news stories, I'd be happy to share them with the world. We need to showcase the fact that the world can be a really crappy place, but there's a lot of good things that happen also. So let's get into the first news story here. This is posted on Uplifting News subreddit by B. Matey. B. Matey. It's like a second-class pirate. Instead of R. Matey. B. Alright, well, enough of that. Indian woman fought tiger with a stick, survives, then took selfie. I agree with the comments right here. That's really badass. Alright, let's go through the story here real quickly here. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories to get through in half an hour. Let's see if we can do it. I'm going to butcher this name so badly. I almost said murder that name, but given the context of the story, probably not a good idea. Rupali Meshram, 23, said when she heard a goat scream, she ran out of her house in western Maharashtra state. I'm an average American. I don't know anything about any place other than America, so I'll butcher the country name too, and the state, whatever. It's in India. I got that part. She picked up a stick and hit the tiger, which then attacked her. Her mother, who was also injured, saved her by pulling her inside the house. They both sustained only minor injuries and have now been discharged from the hospital. The goat did not survive. Taking a moment for the goat. All right. Moment's over. All right. She took a selfie of her bloodied face soon after the attack, which happened last week but has only just come to light. A doctor who treated her praised her exemplary courage in fighting off the tiger, but said she was lucky not to have been bitten by the animal. Would she just get clawed? I'm guessing she got clawed, because she's all bloodied up. But man, there's no other words. That is badass. Alright, first story going up on the board here. Let me just And I know I am not trying to post from specific news sources. I'm just going with what's on that subreddit, all right? Story 1. Rupali Meshram hits a naughty... How did I like that? Hits a naughty tiger and then takes a selfie. I like it. There's the link there if you guys want to look at the story. All right, so for Rupali, this drink's for you. We toast you. That is an uplifting story. Tried to save your goat, and the goat didn't make it, but you did what you could. You know what? Sometimes, even though you try, you don't succeed. You tried to save your goat, which I'm guessing is like your, part of your livelihood. I mean, it's livestock, so I get that. That drink's for you, Rupali. All right, going on to the next story. This one was posted by Fear Me Beard 21. Fear Me Beard 21 or Fear My Beard, but the M isn't capitalized, so I don't know. It's weird. If you're going to do like multiple words, capitalize the first letter. All right. What's up, Polaranda? How are you doing? We're just, I'm starting a new series because I usually stream just video games. I wanted to do some uplifting news, so we're going to go through this. New England Patriots player. New England Patriot. I have a hard time with that. New England Patriots player Julian Edelman helped stop a potential school shooting. All right, let's check this story out. We're going through uplifting news. Let's see. There he is right here. I actually like this guy. I've seen a lot of interviews with him. He's a patriot. I mean, you know, I'm just kidding. I really don't care enough about professional sports to judge person by the color of jersey they wear when they make millions of dollars. An observant social media user and New England Patriots player Julian Edelman might have helped prevent a school shooting after a threat appeared in a comment on the wide receiver's Instagram account last month. I'm doing pretty well, Polaranda. I'm doing great. If you have a drink, tap water, adult beverage, milk, juice, we're toasting these heroes of our uplifting stories. And it looks like Mr. Edelman might be a hero. Ooh, the post said, I'm going to shoot up my school to watch the news. They wrote in a comment on a photo posted on March 25th. Oh, it was the day after hundreds of thousands of people I was after the big march in Washington to call for an end to gun violence. Okay. So, Edelman, I wonder what he posted. Edelman soon received a message from an Instagram user warning him about the threat. What's up, TTM? There you go. Green tea works. We're not saying we got to get drunk. I just happen to have an adult beverage. We're toasting these heroes. Cheers, mate. Drinking with my buddy down in Oklahoma. Let's see. He received a message. Dude, there's a kid in your comment section says he's going to shoot up a school. I think you should alert the authority, the message said. So he thought of the 17 people who were killed in the February 14th shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High. He thought, with the emotions of what happened, I have a kid now. I said, holy Toledo, what's going on? So he said, thankfully the kid said something. We're going to send him something, a care package just for his work. He's the real hero. I don't disagree. Edelman it looks like he had an assistant search through his comments for the threat, called police, traced it to an address in Michigan. A 14-year-old boy admitted to making the threat, and he had 2 rifles. Holy shit. Sorry. I mean, it legitimately might. It's not just someone making a threat. I mean, it's hard to say just a threat because every person who makes a threat, there's a chance they're going to go through with it. But this seems like the kid might have actually been thinking about doing it. You got a new job recently, Polaranda. Hey, you know what? Cheers to Polaranda for getting a new job. What's up, Taco Man 66? Get your drink ready. We're toasting Polaranda and the heroes of our uplifting news. So raise your glass, give them a toast. Here's to you for your new job. Congratulations, man. What kind of job is it? I'm going to keep reading the story, but I'll check chat. All right. I got my eyes on you. The assistant searched through. The boy was taken to a juvenile detention center and charged with making a false report of a threat of terrorism. Well, he had 2 rifles with him. I guess they probably said false report because they couldn't prove it. But think about it this way. Julian Edelman, this guy makes millions of dollars. He has an Instagram account. He doesn't have to care about any of those. He doesn't have to pay attention to any of that stuff. Working for the law. Right on, Polaranda. Congrats. I will watch my mouth. He could have just ignored it. He could have said, oh, it's probably just a blank threat, a false threat. They're not going to do anything with it. And he might have been right. But Julian Edelman right here, man. And you know what? Whomever this other user is who messaged him, props to them too. All right, story number 2. We're putting it in the description here. You're welcome to read it. Check out other news sites if you want. Again, I'm not biased toward any specific one. Julian Edelman and a rando Instagram user stop a potential school shooting. I think if I remember. Oh shoot! No, don't go to Imager. By the way, these are my bookmarks. So do I have any porn up there? I'm kidding. I work in IT. I know not to put porn up there. All right. I got to put the link down here to the story. Julian Edelman and to our hero, the secret Instagram user. We didn't get his username or anything. This drink's for you. Everyone raise a glass and toast these guys. They are legitimate heroes. So thanks for keeping the world a little bit better place. Even though you work for the Patriots, I think you're an okay dude. Like I said, I've actually seen quite a few interviews with him, and he seems like a real stand-up guy. Okay. Next story. Mumbai Beach goes from dump to turtle hatchery in 2 years, submitted by R4816. Again, if you guys have stories, you can put the link to the Discord server down below. You're welcome to come in and post a story in the Uplifting News chat. I'll read it through on the next story. Aight. R4816, let's check this story out. Looks like it's on The Guardian. Hatchlings from a vulnerable turtle species have been spotted for the first time in decades on a Mumbai beach that was rejuvenated in the past 2 years by a massive volunteer cleanup operation. Just take... Aww. Aww, look at the little turtles! I'm gonna burp because I drink beer. But don't let that detract from the fact that these are the cutest little things in the world. Oh, they're so cuddly. They're so fluffy. They're not really fluffy. They don't have any hair. But I love baby animals. Baby animals get me. And this is the definition of a good news story. In that it's good news and it's a story. At least 80 olive ridley turtles have made their way into the Arabian Sea from nests on the southern end of Versova Beach in the last week, protected from wild dogs and birds of prey by volunteers who slept overnight in the sand to watch over them. Holy crap! That is dedication. Oh, I love it. Versova's undergone what the United Nations has called the world's largest beach cleanup project over the past 2 years, transformed from a shin deep, now there's a visual for you, dump yard for plastics and rubbish to a virtually pristine piece of coastline. Wow. The man who leads the ongoing cleanup operation, the lawyer Afroz Shah, said he started anticipating the turtle hatchings 2 months ago when farmers on the southern end of the 2-mile beach reported seeing turtles in the sand. Wow, okay, so it sounds like there are a lot of heroes in this, and it's going to be hard to sum them all up, but you have a crew of volunteers out there cleaning up. You have these people saying, oh, you know what? These turtles are going to hatch. We should probably protect them, and they slept overnight. I don't even guard my son 24 hours a day. I just assume he'll be fine. These guys looked after another species. That's heroism. I mean, I love Marvel movies, but screw Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man. People like this are the real heroes these days. You know what I mean? This is what we should be teaching our children to aspire to be like. Let's see. Last month. Okay, this is more facts about the turtles. None have been sighted on Versova beaches in decades due to the acute pollution problem. Can't speak, sorry. Hey, puppy! What you doing? You want to say hi? You guys want to see a puppy? You guys here? I don't even know if my cam's on yet anymore. Let me see. There she is. I did to Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Who's a good puppy? You better not be coming down to my office to pee, or I will have to hurt you so much you have to go outside for a little while. Okay, enough puppy talk. Let's go to more uplifting news. Okay, so these volunteers, led by a lawyer. You know what? I take back half of the lawyer jokes I've ever said in my life. This guy's a lawyer, and usually you think of lawyers as being like the type of people who are very passionate about their client and screw everybody else. This guy saw that there was a problem. He helped organize a cleanup effort, and he's like, hey, you know what? I'm a smart guy. I think there might be turtles coming, dude. And there were. Holy crap. Look at the cleanup there. The Sumeda Corgaon Car. I'm so sorry. Completing PhD on olive ridley turtles. Said it was possible. Small numbers of the turtles have been nesting on the beach in past years, so they can't say for sure because of the population. You know it's bad. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, man. I like what this Shah guy says. There's been a loss of a sense of belonging. You can have laws, policies, regulations in place, but if the community doesn't have a sense of belonging, you can see what happens. God, that just makes you feel good, doesn't it? Oh, you know what? This deserves 2 drinks. Here we go. I got to get his name right, so I apologize. Let me just... I put the story in the description, so if anyone who doesn't see the stream wants to go over it, they can. So I promise I'm not trying to stall for drinking. Believe me, I don't do that at all. Leads a group of volunteers to save a beach and possibly a species. I like the headline. That's why I don't work for the news anymore. That's a little clickbaity, but it's not the headline of the stream, so I don't care. So, Afroz Shah leads group of volunteers to save a beach and possibly a species. This is a huge group effort by a lot of people. So raise your glass. Let's drink to Afroz Shah. We toast you. You legitimately are a hero. And we'll switch hands for the other one. The group of volunteers, the people who cleaned up, people who slept overnight, the families you left behind who are okay with you doing that. Wow. Legitimate heroes, I'll tell you what. Okay. Let's move on to the next story. How are we doing on time? I wanted to do it in 30 minutes. Oh, we got time. We're doing really well on time. Okay. I like it. More uplifting news. Teen girl buys every cupcake in bakery after another customer behind her rudely and loudly fat shames her. What the hell is wrong with people? Okay. I'm just, people are stupid. This is submitted by Sagel Face. I don't know. Okay. It's on the New York Post. God, look at all the advertisements. I even have an ad blocker on. Ugh. That cupcake looks delicious, by the way. Got distracted. Okay. A teenager who claimed she was fat-shamed by a fellow customer while standing in line at a bakery got sweet revenge, spending $54 to buy every cupcake in the store. Vega Blossom. I'm going to say Vega. Astronomy, whatever. 19, stopped by her favorite bakery in Valparaiso, someplace in Indiana, on Saturday when she overheard a woman behind her say, "Let's hope this fat," I'm assuming that's bitch, "doesn't buy all the cupcakes." Blossom, who wears a dress size 22, said she felt like crumbling when she heard the vicious remark. Now, what kind of a person says that? This is a 19-year-old girl. She's a young woman, but I'll tell you what. I've taken my son. I have a 5-year-old son. I'm 33. I'm old as hell. I've taken my son to water parks, a lot of them, and I've seen women 4 times this young girl's size, out and about, wearing no clothing, hardly any clothing, whatever. Even so, it is never appropriate for you to attack another person. It's not okay. It's like saying, I have the right to swing my arm. Well, the right to swing your fist ends where another person's face begins. The same applies to words. All right? So when I was 19, if someone would have said that to me, I would have said, who the hell are you talking to? Because I was a stick when I was 19. When I hit 20, I found out I was really good at drinking beer and eating pizza in large quantities. And I got huge and I never came back. Anyways, she swallowed the hurt, thought of the best possible thing she could do back to them that wasn't horrible, but would teach them a lesson about respecting others. Wait till you hit 60, your body breaks down in new and unusual ways. I'll mark my calendar. I can't wait. I'm excited about it. Mainly because my kid will be out of the house. That's a lie. I dread the day that he gets old enough to have an opinion of his own that's well-founded and isn't based on his need for cartoons or candy or chocolate milk. Swallowed the hurt. Okay, so she upped her planned cupcake order from 6 to the shop's entire stock of 20. Oh, that is just brilliant. After she purchased the cupcake, she posted about her petty reaction on Facebook, which received a bunch of likes, whatever. What's up, Simon? Yeah, I'm doing IRL stream. Get a drink. We're doing toasts to uplifting stories. Now, you could say this one may not be as uplifting because she was like, well, I'm going to get revenge on this lady. She could have turned around and slapped her. She could have turned around and gotten an argument with her. She could have just gone about her day and just done what I would do. Grab a drink, grab a milk, grab a soda. Don't grab a beer. No, I'm drinking tap water and this can that I'm hiding the label of. This is coconut water. Yeah. Anyways, she could have done a whole lot of things, but I think she took the highest road possible. Because if you just swallow it and you just say, "Oh, I'm not going to petty revenge. I might later, but not for this." She could have just swallowed it, but then she would have possibly just been miserable the whole day. She said, growing up a chubbier girl, I always got snide comments about my weight from people who, for some reason, thinks it's their business. Damn straight. Vega, you go, girl. You don't even know. Because you should not be body shaming anybody. I don't care if you're a CrossFit competitor at the regional level. You don't need to fat shame somebody. I mean, I don't call people... Well, no. Let me back up. We shouldn't call people out for anything that we see as a deficiency, because by saying something is a deficiency, we are in essence judging those people. And what good is it if you spend your entire life looking at what's wrong with them compared to me, when you're not looking at, well, what is wrong with me and what can I do to be better? Just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh. Where's my wife? Alright, this show's almost over. She's on her way home probably from getting a haircut. I ignored my wife. Don't tell her I ignored her. My phone's on silent, see? Oh. Nope. Hold on. Gotta turn my phone on. No, not up. There we go. See, turn my phone off. There we go. Now she can say I ignored her. Okay. Gotta make yourself better before you criticize. Absolutely. So she said the staff at the bakery, which she didn't want to name, overheard the woman's comments and gave her additional chocolates and cookies for free. Huh. The woman and her friends sneered at her as she walked out with the 20 mega-sized cupcakes, each the size of 3 regular cupcakes. I'm imagining they're about like that. Look at that picture up here. That's pretty good size. Okay. Hopefully it's a lesson in treating others kindly. Maybe a lesson in karma as well. I like it. Tonight I was really petty. I bought every damn cupcake. I spent $54 on cupcakes just to be a bitch. But you know what? I think, to me, this is really uplifting. Because I think at a certain point, our society has to stop allowing people to say whatever they want. I mean, it's just a fact of life. And the internet is to blame for this. I really, truly believe that. And I'm an IT guy. But, you know, when I grew up in Western Kansas, we didn't have the internet until I was like junior high, high school. And instantly, there was a change in the way kids and adults talk to each other. And it's gotten to the point where we now say something without taking into account the person on the other end, because as far as we can tell subconsciously or maybe consciously, there is no person on the other end. It's just communication over the internet. We need to break that and get back to the consequential communication model. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. But we need to get back to that point where we care about what other people say, think, and how what we say impacts them. So let's see. Story number 4. Vega Blossom takes sweet revenge on the high road against, if I could type, body shaming stranger. I like it. That's my headline for that one. Story number 4. So raise your glasses. Whatever you're drinking. Juice, milk. I don't care what it is. That is a massive cupcake. Raise your glasses, whatever you're... Oh, my apple juice. We're going to toast Vega Blossom. I think that's uplifting. In my opinion, it's uplifting. You guys can disagree. I know that there's another story coming up that people will all 4 people watching will probably leave in a second. So I'm going to do that one last. Okay, let's get to the next one, because I'm running low on time. I've got 7 minutes to get through 2 stories. Okay. And I will do some PUBG later on. Okay. Canadian PhD student makes a discovery that may effectively prevent the spread of cancer. Posted by Oliver Clothsoff. All right. Ooh, this is by CTV News. PhD student. All right. A PhD student in Ontario. Why is it that every cool thing comes out of Canada anymore? I'm just jealous is all. They may have the potential to prevent cancer cells from spreading. Caitlin Miron, a PhD student in the chemistry department at Queen's University, has identified a chemical compound that may be able to switch off cancer cells in order to stop them from spreading. That's amazing! Studying at the European Institute of Chemistry and Biology in Bordeaux, France, Miron was able to use advanced screening technology to examine a number of compounds from the Petitjean... God, you're really pushing me here, article. You are. During her internship, she was able to discover one compound. During her internship. Take a second. Internships are usually non-paid. You do the crap work. During her internship, she was able... And sometimes internships, you're actually doing the work. But I'm just saying, that is like the lowest level of work you can do at any position. Even in something as prestigious as the Petitjean lab, whatever. Yeah, no matter what field it is, an internship is low level. So that's impressive, even more so, given the level of entry. It's not like she was there like for 2 or 3 years, whatever. She was able to discover one compound that binds well to 4-stranded DNA structure, which has been linked to the development of cancer and other diseases. She explained her discovery by comparing a single strand of DNA to a necklace with beads that move along it until they hit a knot. The beads are the cell machinery that move along the necklace, processing the DNA. Oh, you can go in and untangle the knot, but in this case, someone has gone in there first and they've used super glue to hold it together. What we've discovered in that case is that glue. That's really cool. By binding the newly discovered compound or superglue to the quadruplex to secure the knot in the chain, scientists may be able to prevent the cell machinery from reaching a particular section of DNA to process it, which would in turn prevent the growth and spread of cancer cells. That is really cool. So they're still looking at developing the initial compounds to see if they can improve targeting to cancer cells. So here's Caitlin Miron. You know, most scientists, I'm not saying most, you see people, when I picture people of science, I think of giant round glasses, teeth like mine, you know. She looks like a well-adjusted, and her explanation, she wasn't talking over people. She found a really nice way to explain what they found. So, commit to memory the name Caitlin Miron. In 10, 15, 20 years, I really think that she's going to be in some history books. So, let's, I agree, TTM, that does deserve a drink. Let me put this up here. Story 5. Let's see. I got to spell it right. Caitlin Miron discovers possible way to prevent spread of cancerous cells. Okay. Yeah, so let's raise a drink. Let's toast to Caitlin. Wherever you are, Caitlin. Every single person watching the stream, everyone who's not, which is a lot, knows someone who is impacted by cancer. I don't mean to giggle. TTM said L'chaim. It made me giggle. But honestly, this is something worth laughing and celebrating. Even if it takes years and years to get down to any sort of concrete science where we can reproduce this and treat it, taking the first step in something as massive as this is huge. And this might not have been the first step. I don't know all the studies. But you found something as an intern that a bunch of old people haven't found. So this drink's to you. Here we go. That being said, let's go on to the last story. Hear me out why I put this as uplifting. I only read the headline, and there's a reason I put this as uplifting and not for political reasons. So please, don't go nuts on me until you hear my reason, okay? Deerfield, Illinois just banned assault weapons. The penalty if you keep one up to $1,000 a day. And I know the comments are already going off on uplifting news. I'm sorry. I already lost one. Okay. Here's why I believe this to be uplifting. Let me go through this real quick.
Officials in a Chicago suburb.
Shush. I got this, lady. Got it. So a village of Deerfield in northern Illinois passed a ban on assault weapons. If the 18,000 residents don't forfeit or secure weapons that fall under the ban by June 13th, they'll be charged from $200 to $1,000 a day as a penalty. According to the ordinance, which was unanimously approved by the Board of Trustees Monday night, it's unlawful for a person to carry, keep, bear, transport, or possess an assault weapon in the village, even if it's broken down in a non-functioning state, or is not immediately accessible to any person, or is unloaded and enclosed in a case, firearm, carrying box, shipping box, whatever. So it makes specific references to shootings. Okay. And of course, people are objecting to it because, you know, we have that whole constitutional right to bear arms, which they are absolutely infringing upon the way it's been read and perceived and upheld in past legislation. Here is why I see this as uplifting. Not because of the fact that they banned assault weapons, not because of the fine, not because of any of that stuff, not because I think that they made the right decision. I'm not a smart enough guy to determine whether or not they made the right decision. Here's what's uplifting about this to me. For years and years and years and years and years, let's get even more specific. In this year, we spend a lot of time arguing on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, on the news, in debates. Politicians, businessmen, regular Joes, we all spend more time. I don't argue, but anyways, I stay out of those. We spend more time as a people arguing about what to do than actually trying to do something. the way I equate it to is if you come across a well full of water and there's a bucket that you can lower down, but the rope's not long enough, and you're all in the middle of a desert and everyone's really thirsty, and you spend too much time figuring out how to get the water out, you're all going to die before you have a chance to get a drink. That any big policy or any big change or any big problem, I think everybody agrees that the violence in schools and public places, like YouTube shooting that just happened, that was a one-time or isolated thing. It wasn't like trying to be a mass shooting. I don't know. Anyways, we all agree that there's a problem with violence in our country. We all agree that there is a problem. I don't know what the solution is, but I'm damn happy that someone, instead of spending hours and hours doing debates and all of this, they said, you know what, we see a problem, we want to try a solution, and they went with it. That's why I think this is uplifting. I really don't think this is going to be upheld. I'll be honest with you. It's going to be pushed back. This is more of a sensational thing. This isn't going to be upheld. I really don't think it is. I don't know if it's the right way to go. I don't know. But I do know that I find it really uplifting that instead of waiting for the powers that be, those in charge, to make decisions, to me it's uplifting that people are like, you know what? We as a community agree with this, at least the leaders of the community. Let's try to make a decision to address this problem that we all agree we have. That is why I found this uplifting. I don't think that banning assault weapons is good. Please don't blast me in the comments if you watch this after. Actually, you know what? I don't care. Blast me all you want. No one watches these after the fact anyways. But, again, it's uplifting to me that someone is willing to take a stand and try something, even if this something is really stupid, which a lot of people are going to say, this step was really stupid. I agree. You know what, TTM? I respectfully disagree with their decision. There are plenty of solutions. I guess they're way too smart to figure out something so simple. You know what? I agree that this resolution, that my opinion, not the right one. But you know what? I don't live there. I don't have a say in what they're doing. And I still think that, you know, they took a step. Instead of circling around that well for 5-10 hours, they're like, you know what? Let's try it. I think they're trying something really stupid in my opinion. But again, I'm not a smart guy. So, Deerfield IL takes, I'm going to say, a very severe, and I'll just say it takes extreme step to stop gun violence, banning ARs. There. Oh, I posted a CNN link. Oh my God, people are going to think, what is that? Does that make me liberal or conservative? I don't know. Anyways, if you don't want to toast them, that's fine. But I am going to toast them for trying to do something instead of sitting around and just talking about it. Okay. Those are all the stories I have for Raise Your Glass, the uplifting news that I'm going to start doing. Again, I want to make this a regular thing. I want to leave you with this thought. The world we live in, no matter where you live, is a really shitty place at times. Whether it's caused by other people or ourselves, the world kind of sucks sometimes. And there's always going to be an ebb and a flow going through life. We see it on the news. They talk a lot about the negative things in life. I want you to know that sincerely, I appreciate the fact that you're here on Earth. There are a lot of people that do. Don't ever give in to the down part or the low part of your life without waiting to see where the up is. You never know what's going to happen around the corner. There was a lady that I grew up with. She told me there were 3 perfect things in life: sunrises, sunsets, and children. And I've always thought that was really profound, but it occurred to me that with every new sunrise, every new sunset, and every child you interact with, there's an opportunity for a brand new adventure. Sorry to be so cheesy and campy, but it's really true that the people, all these things around you they have the opportunity to be, well, to use what TTM said in chat, self-defeating. Or you can use them as an opportunity to build yourself up, build up those around you. I hope that I would like to think everybody in the world goes out of the way to help another person once a day. I know it doesn't happen. I hope you guys at least help yourselves once a day. All right, that's it for my uplifting news. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. One final toast to our heroes of the day. Again, I don't think... I probably should have left Deerfield, Illinois off, but that's fine. Okay, that's it. Have yourself a wonderful day. Toast to all the heroes. Toast to you guys with my can of apple juice. I just probably got demonetized. Well, wait, I wasn't monetized. I'm going to drink my Miller Lite. Have a good one. I'll play some PUBG later on. Have yourself a great night. And see you later.